The Primal Weapons set takes after the Black Metal Weapons, as you can see by the similarities in which the perks are set up, except if you'll notice on the 6th actual perk here, it has 30% damage to targets above 85% health, as opposed to damage dealt based upon your missing health. These are very similar to the Black Metal Weapons. Now, if you'll observe, recently there was a patch in which allowed you to change the element of the weapon. You actually want it physical. It used to be by default nature, but that's not going to help the overall damage output of the weapon. You need physical on these weapons. On all of the Primal weapons, they need to be physical. The pistol itself is hard hitting and shoots in like 2 to 4 round bursts. It's pretty good, honestly. I was really impressed by the damage output of this pistol, and if you'll notice by looking at the actual critical hit chance, it's 38%. I have my Beetlejuice loadout on right now. That's why the critical damage is higher, but the way you want to perk all of these weapons, all of the Primal weapons, need to be crit damage, critical rating, damage to missed monsters and bosses, and physical. And of course the 6 perks will vary from when you bought them at the actual shop. If you want to change them around with a core re-perk, you can. They're good weapons. They don't exactly have as high of damage output as the Black Metal weapons, but these are still good weapons. I'd still recommend using them. Now, if you'll look at the Primal rifle here, you'll notice that it also has 30% damage to targets above 85% health. Okay, that's needed on this weapon, and that's the way it spawned in when you bought it from the shop. And the reason is because since it's an assault rifle, and in this particular style, it needs that extra damage buff because it has a wide spread on it. You see, when it says high capacity wild firing rifle, it obviously means it because this does have a wild spread on it when you fire it. The application of these weapons is actually very simple. You just aim for the face. You aim for the face of the mist monster or whatever it is you're actually shooting at. It actually does good base damage on body shots too. And then of course we have the Primal Shotgun. You see, the Primal Shotgun, it's a burst shotgun with a drum mag. It kind of takes after the Black Drum because that Black Metal weapon was a drum-fed magazine shotgun with high impact. It shot in bursts as well. The 6th perk has eliminating a mist monster activates Frenzy, giving the player and their tamed pet 25% bonus move speed and attack speed for 12 seconds. Now, I've experimented with these weapons already, and apparently if you switch to a different weapon, the buff is removed, okay? Once you trigger this bonus, you need to stay on this weapon in order to use that bonus, because if you switch to a different weapon, that bonus is going to disappear, unfortunately. I'm not sure why the developers did it that way, but that's unfortunately the way it is. So unless they patch in a way to where you can actually carry over the bonus buff when switching to a different weapon, you're basically locked into using whatever primal weapon it is that applies this bonus, and you're stuck on this weapon using this weapon even after the bonus is applied. I don't know why the developers did it that way. It would have been more beneficial if you could actually carry over that bonus from Frenzy and it would apply to different weapons you switch to. Sadly, that is not the case. And now, of course, we have the Primal SMG. The Primal SMG, as you'll notice, it also has the eliminating a mist monster activates Frenzy. Good SMG. I prefer the Primal SMG and the Primal Shotgun over the Assault Rifle.